This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of August 25th, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. The RV Women's Alliance in Osceola has partnered with the RV Technical Institute in Elkhart to establish the first all-female technicians certification program. RVTI Director of Recruitment Tracy Engelmeyer says the program's pilot found a barrier to entry into the RV industry for women they hadn't seen before.
The ladies felt more comfortable in the setting of being with other ladies to ask the questions. They said they never would have asked these questions and learned what they did learn if they were in a mixed environment.
The inaugural cohort of 24 women completed the Level 1 Technician Training Program. The program received more than 100 applicants for the pilot and is now being expanded to sites across the country for 2023. Indianapolis Chief Deputy Mayor Taylor Schaffer has been named the third president and CEO of Downtown Indy Inc., an organization that focuses on the economic growth and livability of downtown Indianapolis. She succeeds Sherry Seiwert, who stepped down from the role in April. Bloomington is piloting a program to attract firefighters to live within the community they serve. The city is offering new housing incentives, including $750 in monthly rental assistance and an $18,000 one-time down payment assistance for firefighters that purchase a home in the city after a probationary year. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of central Indiana's business community and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
According to a venture activity report released by Indianapolis-based Elevate Ventures, the Hoosier State is well positioned for a strong year despite a national slowdown in venture activity.
The first half of 2022 Indiana Venture Report, which provides a mid-year assessment of the state's venture investment activity, examines national and regional venture capital trends compared across sectors, stages, and regions. Indiana generated 88 deals during the first half of the year compared to 89 during the same period last year, according to the report. Additionally, there were 21 later stage deals, more than the 17 that occurred in 2021. Elevate Ventures says the increase in later stage deals is reflective of investor confidence in the state's startup ecosystem and willingness to put capital into established companies. The report also found that while the deal count remained relatively unchanged, investment funding declined from $708 million in the first half of 2021 to $304 million in the first 6 months of 2022. Additionally, advanced manufacturing companies saw an uptick in venture capital investment, with 9 deals in 2022 compared to 5 in 2021. The report also found that the North Central Indiana region saw strong growth with just over $27 million invested in 2022. You can connect to the full report at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indigo said Wednesday that a new estimate for the Blue Line, which would be the city's third rapid transit bus route, has grown to $520 million, up a whopping $300 million from initial projections released in 2019. Inflation, rising costs for staffing, and new drainage requirements have pushed up the costs of the line, an east-west route meant to connect Indianapolis International Airport to Cumberland. But the new price tag doesn't include the far western segment, which originally was to run along Washington Street west of Holt Road. Now, Indigo is considering moving the western part of the route onto Interstate 70, which officials say could reduce the cost of the project and save time for riders. Mina Starsiak-Hawk has become a household name thanks to her HGTV show Good Bones, currently in its 7th season. But Hawk is showing her business bones, going solo with her own spin-off show, Good Bones Risky Business, which premieres next month. That's on top of running her own retail business on the near south side of Indianapolis.
It's a lot of moving parts, and retail's tough. Particularly brick and mortar, and we opened a brick and mortar in the middle of COVID. It was our 2-year anniversary in June. So particularly given those circumstances, the store is doing really well.
The new show focuses on Hawk's efforts to revitalize what she says is one of the oldest homes in Indianapolis, a 6,700 square foot property located in the Fountain Square neighborhood southeast of downtown Indy. Hoosiers and Rudy screenwriter Angelo Pizzo is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC. A weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.